Hare Krishna. Krishna is in everybody's heart. He can inspire even a great demon to help a devotee, even the animals. Kardamuni, he was a great devotee and a mystic yogi, practicing yoga in his hermitage in the forest. Although he was a devotee and restraining from the mundane life, he had the desire for a wife. So he prayed to Krishna. Krishna, I know this material desire is not befitting me, but still I have the desire for a wife. So, will you please make an arrangement for me to get a wife? I know quite well that the process of asking benedictions from you, asking you to give me something for my sense gratification, is a nonsense proposal. I should only be asking to be engaged in your service. I should have no desire other than engaging in your service, but I can't help it. I have this unsatisfied desire for a wife. So, will you please fulfill my desire? The sage was living in a very humble condition. He was in the hut in the forest near one of the holy rivers. So his living condition was very simple. It was not unlike the today's big houses like in USA we have such a big house and only two people living in that. So it would be generally speaking difficult for a wife or a beautiful woman to come and live in that position. No girl would want to go to a smaller to anyone. She would not like to get married in a place where the boys' side doesn't have a house or has a very small hut in which they carry out their meager difficulties, like the day to day problem. So the girl of today, she wants a big house. She wants a person who is earning well, and all such things are there. Here, Kardamani wanted one wife. So he put this question to the Lord. Please, you make some arrangement to give me a wife. So, although he was meditating in the forest like this, and by Krishna's arrangement, as Krishna is in everyone's heart, Krishna fulfills desires of everyone. So because he says, Matta Smritir Jnanam Apohanam Ju. I'm seated in everyone's heart. I'm giving everyone remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. So, although we have some independence in this material world, our independence is limited. Our independence is we can desire independently, but to fulfill that desire, Krishna has to sanction it because Krishna is giving us remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. To fulfill any desire, we need these things knowledge, we need remembrance. So, although we have a little independence, that independence is subject to Krishna sanctioning it. Because Krishna is in everybody's heart and giving everybody knowledge, remembrance, and forgetfulness, he can make special arrangements for his devotees. Now, here we see that Kardamuni is meditating in the forest and thinking, now, my dear Lord, I would like to have a wife. The mystic yogi in the forest. He is practicing yoga in the hermitage in his forest. Now he's praying to the Lord, I want a wife. So, I would like to have a wife. Simultaneously, Krishna understood that Kardamuni's desire, so he immediately put the idea into the heart of another devotee, Swayambhu Manu, that he should take his daughter to Kardamuni because she was of marriageable age. This is the subtle interaction going on between the Lord and the Lord's devotees. The devotees can see this, but the materialists can't see it. All the activities of a devotee are going on with the help of Krishna, and because Krishna is in everybody's heart present, he is making the arrangements so the devotee's plans and desires are automatically fulfilled. So Krishna is in everybody's heart, and he can inspire a great demon to help a devotee, or even an animal to help a devotee. We have several examples. We have Srila Haridas Thakur, who was chanting his rounds without any interruption, in spite of so many obstacles around him all the time. Deadly animals, poisonous animals around him, so many impediments, but he continued to chant the Lord's name and serve the Lord's name uninterruptedly. So how does this happen? Because Krishna is in the heart of the devotee, so he also knows the heart of the living entities around, and in that way he facilitates the the whole requirements of the devotee. He knows that the devotee wants to chant uninterruptedly, so all the impediments soon vanish, and the devotee continues in spite of deadliest opposition around him, which may be, like which may look very deadly. So even in such circumstances, the devotee is not disturbed. This is mercy of the Lord. So the invisible hand of the Lord is there in every situation. Here Kardamuni is praying for a wife in the mid of the forest, and the Lord understands, and he suggests Swayambhu Manu to take his daughter, who is of marriageable age and very intelligent and beautiful, for whom he is worried what kind of, you know, groom he must hand over his beautiful daughter to. So he also was perplexed. And the Lord understands the heart of each one, every living entity. So he facilitated this, and he created a desire in Swambhu Manu to go and visit Kardamuni and lend in his daughter to his hand, to him in hand. So the invisible hand of the Lord is such. Hare Krishna.